So in the last lecture, we talked about SumoMe, which is my favorite tool to use to capture leads on my website through opt-in forms, where they can enter their email address in return for a newsletter or some sort of video series or ebook. So that's my favorite one because it's so easy to use, and I'm going to show you right now how to put it on your WordPress site. So, like I mentioned before, I recommend that you guys have your blog through WordPress. It's really easy to use, and it's the #1 blogging platform in the world, basically. So many people use it, and it's a great way to have a website that you could share content on. So we're on our WordPress dashboard here, and if you look on the side, we're going to go down until you see plugins. So I'm going to click on plugins, and I actually already have SumoMe installed on this, but I'll still show you how to find it. So if we scroll down, these are all of the plugins that we have installed on our site. And if you see right, where is it here? This is SumoMe. I actually have to update it. I didn't see that. So here's the SumoMe, but obviously since you don't have it yet, you're not going to see it right there. So I'm going to go to Add New, and then it's going to bring me to a little search bar. And I'm going to just type in SumoMe. I already had it typed in, so I'll hit search. And I believe it's at the bottom here. Yep, right here. This is the one that you're going to want to get. Double your email subscribers plus double your sharing by SumoMe. This is the SumoMe app. So since I already have it installed, all it has for me right here is the update now. But what you're going to do is it'll say install, and you just click it, and then it'll bring you to the next page, which will say install. And then you'll activate, sorry, it'll say activate. You click activate, and then it'll be up and ready. So once you go to this page right here, you search for it, you hit install, and then on the next page it'll say activate, and you hit that. Then you could just go to your plugins. It'll automatically bring you to your plugins page, which is this one, and you'll see it right at the bottom there. And that means that it is installed on your site. So then if you go down, once it's installed and you've activated it correctly, you'll actually see on this left side, there'll be a SumoMe menu item right here. So I'm going to click that. And this is your little WordPress SumoMe dashboard where you can make sure everything's set up correctly. So they have your site ID, that's fine. Welcome to the family, let's register your account. So go to your site now and click on the SumoMe badge at the top right of your site. So this is something that you have to do. So what they mean by the SumoMe badge is this little crown up here, as you could see with this picture. So since I already did this, it's not, when I click on it, I don't think it's going to do anything. So mine's already set up, but what you need to do is you need to click on that crown, and then it's going to come up with a little form right here you could see on number 3 that says you need to sign up first before you can use this. You just hit sign up, you enter your name and email address and website name and stuff like that. It's really easy, and then you hit enter, and then you're going to be all set up. So once you do that correctly, you just need to enter your name and email and your website name. And then now when you hit the crown, instead of saying you need to sign up, it's going to be logged in with all of your apps like this. So that's how you know if you did it correctly. And after that, you can install more apps. So I'm going to go ahead and show you that right now. So I already have apps installed. I went ahead and installed List Builder. So just to show you guys a rundown of what these actually are, I'll hit the Sumo store. When you first download SumoMe, the only thing you're going to see is just Sumo Store, settings, and notifications. So you'll hit Sumo Store, and now you're going to see a bunch of different apps that you could download. So this section is for getting more email subscribers, that's directly what this course is related to. So we're interested in all of these. These are sharing apps, so it's easier for people to share your images and your posts with other people on social media. Another cool thing to have is analytics. So the Heat Maps app can actually show you where people are clicking on your website, where people are looking at the most on your website. It uses kind of like this heat sensor type thing to see where the people's mouse cursor has been on your site. So that's really important to see what people like on your site, what they're clicking on, what they're looking at, and things like that. And then at the bottom, these are all communicate, so contact form that you can use on your contact me page of your site. It's just an easy way for people to get in touch with you through a contact form. So we're going to go up to the top. We're primarily interested in the email subscribers, building your email list type apps. So I already have this installed. Let me see if it brings you. Yep. So this is the list builder, and list builder is actually the pop-up. So as you can see in this little picture example in the middle, this is the guy's website, and then the pop-up comes up with a headline and a quick description of what they're going to get if they enter their email address. If I could see his correctly, it says, "Get my free newsletter and the exclusive strategies I've used to grow AppSumo to 700,000 plus subscribers and more." So he'll give you some lessons and a free newsletter if you enter your email address. So you hit enter on that. So this list builder is basically just a pop-up that will come up, and there's a lot of cool features on that, and I'm going to show you exactly how to set that up in a later video, I believe in the next section. So this one's definitely a must. Pop-ups to people, to you as a consumer, it might actually sound annoying. You don't like pop-ups, you want to click away from them. But as a marketer and as somebody who is trying to build a list so that you could sell your products, whether it's you're selling Amazon products or you're selling your ebook or your physical book or you're selling information products that like courses or anything like that, it's vital to have an email list. And using pop-ups, although it might sound like it's kind of what's the word I'm looking for? It's kind of spammy. It really does work. And if you're offering something of value to your prospect, then they're going to fill it out. So that's the one app that I really think that you guys need to have. So we'll go back here and now Scrollbox, which is another cool one. So the scroll box is an opt-in form. It looks just like the pop-up, but it actually scrolls in from the side, and when you move the little bar up and down like I am with this, when you move it up and down, it actually follows you. So it never leaves your site. It's always in there on the right hand. You could either put it in the right bottom corner, the top right corner, the top left corner, or the bottom left. And it'll scroll with the prospect that's on your site until they either exit out of it or enter their email address and hit enter. So to be honest with you guys, the pop-up has done the best for me personally, but the scroll box is a very close second. They both perform very well. And you can actually set up the scroll box to come out at certain parts of your website. So as an example, I can have it scroll from the side once somebody gets more than halfway down the page of my site, or I could have it more than 10%, more than 20%, however much percent you want somebody to scroll down your website before it comes up, you actually have control over that. And that's something I cover in a later lecture in the next section. So then we'll cover one more, is the Smart Bar. Now this one is pretty cool as well. If you could see in that picture, it's that bar at the top that you can put a little quick headline that says, that one says, "Get a free taco plus marketing hacks." And mine says, you know, I want to give you my best marketing secrets or tactics or something like that. And they could just, it's a really good way to just have another opt-in bar right at the top of your screen. And like the scroll box, it doesn't go away until somebody either exits off of it or puts in their email address. So it's always at the top of your website, like you see in that first and third picture there. And also, as a disclosure, the Smart Bar has collected a couple email addresses for me. but it by far it hasn't really done nearly as well as the pop-up and the scroll box, where I've collected, tons and tons and tons of emails. The smart bar has collected a fairly good amount, but not really in comparison at all to the pop-up or the scroll box. So I would stick with the pop-up and the scroll box, but it never hurts to have the smart bar up there on your site. So that's another app that I also have on my account. So those are the three main email apps, and I'll let you guys go ahead and check out the sharing and the analytics apps on your own. And we will see you in the next lecture.